Tim Watson here with another dog attack alert. Welcome and welcome back. It is April the 2nd, and right now it's 8:30 p.m. on the east side of wherever I'm from of North America. But nevertheless, it is privileged to be. I don't know if I can say it's a privilege, but or it's great to be back. But I'm back again, being able to bring awareness and share the latest dog attacks. And it's like I don't want to say it's great to be back to share dog attack. It sounds so kind of harsh. Hey, it's great to be back so I can share more dog attacks. No, I really don't want there to be dog attacks anymore. I don't want there to be dogs anymore. Enough is enough. This whole dog propaganda is very frustrating. And the reason why I do this is because not much else or anyone else is doing it. I'm trying to bring awareness and try to help push for a dog-free society. And it's what we need. I mean, everything else has their, platforms. I mean, we also need a platform that is anti-dog. We have so much platforms that are pro-dog. I mean, what about anti-dog? What about dog haters? And there's so much stigma with dogs in general that a lot of people will tolerate dogs even though they hate dogs just for the sake of they'll feel bad hating a dog. They feel like a lot of people feel alone hating dogs. They feel so much alone hating dogs that they'll keep it to themselves and tolerate dogs, own dogs, keep dogs even though they hate dogs. But I'm out there trying to help that little guy, that little girl, that older woman, that young man. Let them know that, hey, there is someone else out there that hates dogs, that probably hates dogs more than anyone else. I've been hating dogs since I was a child. I used to watch those cartoons with dogs, but I still hated dogs. Hated dogs? I didn't care. I always let people know, hey, I hate dogs. I don't want to be around dogs. I don't care what they have to say. If I hate something and if I don't like something, if I have opinion about something or perspective, I'm going to say it. I'm going to let them know. I don't care. I hate dogs. But unfortunately, we live in a society where dog nuts, there's so much stigma about hating dogs, and it's just horrible when everyone should be hating dogs. Everyone should have a dislike for dogs. Everyone should know that dogs are worthless, dangerous. All these dogs do is attack people, spread diseases, annoy people. What is to like about dogs? What is to like about them when all they're doing is spreading diseases, attacking people, attacking their owners, annoying people, terrorizing neighborhoods? How is this something to like? When people go watching birds or butterflies or various animals, they feel at peace. They love to watch them. There are people that'll go to the middle of the ocean and watch whales and sharks, octopuses, all these creatures. And it's they feel at peace. They like that. But when there's a one dog terrorizing the neighborhood, a community, everyone is scared. But people will go onto the middle of the ocean to watch whales and to watch sharks. That goes to show that dogs are meant to be hated. People are supposed to hate dogs. We're supposed to be afraid of dogs because they're dangerous, they're worthless, they're disgusting. But anyways, beware of dog. Beware of dog. Why does this exist? Like, why does this sign exist? We've seen this on houses and on probably factories, facilities, things like that, parking lots. Beware of dog. Why? I thought dogs are supposed to be man's best friend. Dogs are supposed to be precious. They're supposed to be little fur babies. supposed to be, a son or daughter to some dog moms or dog dads. So why does this exist? This sign exists. If dogs are man's best friend, why would they be? Why would there be, fear of them if dog is supposed to be man's best friend? If something is said to be man's best friend and said to be perfect and precious and innocent, why would this sign exist? And people probably say, oh, it's to protect, their possessions. They're for protection. So you're going to get something that is man's best friend to protect your possessions from man. Does that make any sense? But if they're man's best friend, why would they want to attack man if they're so innocent and so friendly and so furry? That's the thing with dog culture. Dog culture, they want everyone to be dog nutters, but they can't answer questions. You know why? They just want you to be dog nutters unconsciously. They want you just to like dogs for the sake of liking them. Don't ask any questions, just like them. Just do all the chores and the nonsense that comes with it. Don't question it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. That's how this dog culture is. You can't ask questions. You ask them questions, they can't answer it. If they try to answer it, they just ramble and go to this nonsense answer that doesn't make any sense. Or they will avoid it. They'll ignore the question. Because these dog nuts want you to like dogs just because they're dogs. They don't want you questioning it. They don't want you thinking about it. Just do it. These dog nuts think liking dogs and owning dogs is part of life. It's just the way it is. That's why, when we question it, or when I question it, they can't answer questions. They gotta insult you. They gotta say it's a red flag if someone hates dogs. What? A red flag if someone hates dogs. But yet you can't even answer these questions to persuade me into liking dogs. If I'm questioning, like, are these dogs dangerous? Are these dogs nasty? And I'm asking these types of questions, not those questions per se, and you can't answer it, then I go to a conclusion, hey, I don't like dogs. You say that's a red flag. Hey, it's your job. If you want to persuade me into liking dogs, into being a dog nutter, you have to be able to answer questions with evidence and proof. But the truth is you can't. You can't. Because dog culture isn't based on truth. It's not based on fact. It's based on feelings. It's based on being brainwashed. A lot of you dog nuts abuse dogs, but still say you're dog nutters. And then you say it's a red flag if you hate dogs. Well, there's a lot of dog lovers abusing dogs. But again, anyways, let's get into this. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. Anyways, first, in the UK, from The Sun, deadly bull attack, loved granddad 84 killed in horror XL bully attack while walking home is pictured after cops shoot dogs 19 times. So, in the UK, there's a parent dog XL bully ban, and a lot of these XL bully tars are like, hey, don't ban the dog. Don't ban it. Yet these dogs are still allowed to roam. And what happens? They're still killing people to this day. They're still killing innocent people for just walking. Till this day. So again, this is proof that these dogs are not fit to be in society and they should be banned. But these so-called bans are worthless if they're not being enforced. Cops were called to the scene before firing 19 shots at the worthless mutt to stop its attack on the defenseless man. The victim was swiftly rushed to hospital where he was treated for life-altering injuries. However, despite the hospital staff's best efforts, the pensioner sadly passed away on Sunday. His family have since paid an emotional tribute to the loving granddad who will always be loved and missed enormously. Do you think these dogs cared that this was a granddad, that he was a loving granddad? These dogs didn't care. They just seen him, mauled him, and that's what they want. That's what they do. These dogs are not thinking about tomorrow or next week. They're thinking about what to maul at that moment. And they saw a defenseless man, a defensive senior, and mauled him to death. These are the same XL bully dogs that these dog nutters and pit tars, they want to be legalized. They want them to not be banned. But yet this stuff, these XL bullies have been attacking people every day, pretty much every day, every week since the ban. And this is just proof that that they're dangerous. And like, what more, needs to be said about that? But these dog nuts, they're just so hard-headed. Even when they get mauled by their own dog, they still don't get it. Son saves mother from attack by two vicious Rottweilers. This is from the New Strats Times, Business Times. I think that's the website. This attack, I think it happened in Kedah State. I think this is in Malaysia when I checked. 36-year-old was awakened by frantic shouts for help from his elderly mother, who was 66, at around 4:30 a.m. yesterday, who was being attacked by two huge Rottweilers in otherwise peaceful neighborhood in Kedah State. So these dogs don't care what kind of neighborhood you're living in. They said it's a peaceful neighborhood. These dogs don't care. They don't care. They're gonna maul you to death. He saw the two large dogs ruthlessly mauling his mother as she was laying helplessly on the ground, facing down. The only thing on my mind was to save my mother. Immediately charged at the Rottweilers and pulled my mother into the house compound before slamming the gate, he said when met at his mother's home in Taman yesterday evening. And his mother was bleeding profusely. Again, when these dogs attack, you are going to bleed. And when you bleed and gushing out blood, do these dogs ever stop? No, these dogs attack to kill. They're attacking to kill you. And in order to get away or to be safe, someone else has to intervene. Usually, if you're by yourself, you're a senior, you're a child, and you're with one dog or two dogs, you're done. Most likely you're done. Her scalp was ripped off and there were deep bite marks on her limbs. Her face was swollen from impact of the fall while trying to flee from the dogs. This is what these dogs do. They kill you. They try to kill you. This is from the Baytown Sun. Police infant attack by dog. I believe the child died. I think as an update, I did read it. I had posted earlier than just recently. I think I read it. I think the child had died. 1-year-old infant was attacked by a dog at about 3:50 p.m. Tuesday on 1300 block of E. James Avenue. The infant was transported to hospital. Condition currently unknown. I believe. I'm gonna refresh it. Maybe they updated it. Yep, I just refreshed it, and the update is. So it went from 1-year-old to 6-month-old. It's a female, and they did indeed die. And I believe they said in an article this baby was celebrating her 6-month birthday. And 6-month birthday, and was attacked and killed by dogs. And the dogs, they belong to the infant's parents. At this time, no arrests have been made, no charge have been filed. According to police, the case remains under investigation. I think these parents, you need to find a ledge, find the bridge. I don't know about bridge. I don't know about bridge, man. Find an abyss somewhere, a dark hole, and just jump into that dark hole so you can stop existing. Because you're pathetic parents. Pathetic. Your job is to protect your baby, your children, and you failed to do so. What you did was jeopardize their safety, their life. For what? For what? For nothing. And only 6 months into this world, she's attacked and killed by their dogs. So these parents need to find an abyss, a black hole, and just jump into it. We don't want your dog nuttery self in our rivers or in our lakes. You can call me harsh all you want, but these parents are getting their children killed by dogs. I want these dogs banned. I want children to be safe and playing and happy. So how am I going to be considered the bad guy when there are parents out there literally getting their own children killed by dogs? Not even their own children sometimes. Sometimes they get other children killed, other babies killed, relatives' babies killed. I'm the bad guy. All right, it is time for they're making these, and the product that we have today is poop tent. This seems to run counter to the fact that every dog we've ever met has gleefully pooped wherever they felt like it, and they didn't need to do their business in the giant phantom canine's mouth to feel comfortable. So apparently, you have this tent and dogs will crap in it. Like why? I don't know. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. And speaking of that, just where I am, just where I live. Again, I always tell you, dog nutters are toxic. They're disgusting. They're inconsiderate. They're entitled. They're selfish. Dog nutters, dog owners, dog lovers, bad people, horrible people. Seen him. He pooped on someone else's, even though they're already dog nutters. He allowed his dog to poop on someone else's lawn, even though he picked it up like a nasty dog nutter that he is. I mean, even if you leave it, you're nasty. You pick it up, you're still nasty. I mean, just owning dogs are nasty, so it's like you're nasty. But nevertheless, he pooped on another dog nut's lawn. Why? There's a sidewalk right there. Why couldn't he just do it on a sidewalk? And we all know how disgusting and toxic dog crap is. Dog crap is not nutriment for the ecosystem. Dog crap is toxic to the ecosystem. Dog crap destroys grass. It destroys plants. It destroys soil. It destroys dirt. It destroys water. Even their piss is bad. There's a story out there where dogs pissed on a pole, and their piss eventually destroyed the pole. So again, dog nutters are just so disgusting people. In New Orleans, this is the Euro Reb, April 1st, 2025. New Orleans man charged in negligent homicide after dog attack on 81-year-old woman. All dog attacks should be considered homicides. If you own this dog and it kills someone, it should be considered homicide. If your dog attacks someone and they don't die, fortunately, that should be attempted homicide or attempted murder. Because these things are like brain damaged weapons. They're just going out there killing everyone week after week. And all these dogs get slapped on the wrist when it is murder. They choose to have these dogs. So if someone gets killed by these dogs, it should be considered homicide. And they should be put in prison for at least 25 years. If they want to be so tough enough to own these dumbass dogs, lock them up in prison for 25 years when they attack and when they kill someone. That's what I would do. I wish they can just find a black hole somewhere and just jump into it. Because again, these dog nuts are the ones that are killing their own children. They're getting their own children killed. Getting a lot of people killed. Neighbors killed. People who have no issue with dogs, period, killed. And then these people are allowed to continue to wreak havoc? Continue to push their dog propaganda? In New Orleans, a judge has set bond for $100,000 for a man named Chad Bridges. He is charged with negligent homicide after his dog attacked and killed an elderly woman. The tragic incident happened last week and has raised many questions about the care and the control of pets. Again, we go through this nearly every time. And it's this round and round we go. And you know, they ask these questions, but they don't get the right answers and there's no solution. And they fail to realize it is the dog. You can have all these rules and laws and you can control your dog all you want, but these dog nuts have to sleep. These dog nuts have to use the washroom. They have to close their eyes. They have to turn their back. They're not watching their dogs 24/7, whether they're so-called trained or not. They're not watching their dogs 24/7. So the moment they turn around and go to sleep, these things are mauling someone. Victim was Barbara Stewart. She was attacked while she was doing something simple. And it's no surprise. My client was putting refuge in a recycle bin in her yard, in her driveway. Then these three dogs came through the neighbor's fence and attacked her. I may have covered this in the last video, but nevertheless. Attack was shocking. It was alleged that the dogs were trained to be vicious. Again, you don't have to train dogs to be vicious. They are born brain damaged. And all what these dogs know and all what these dogs do and the purpose of these dogs is to attack and kill. They have no purpose. They have no purpose to the ecosystem, no purpose to nature, no purpose to themselves. They don't have like a cycle that they go through. They're born as a dim-witted, brain-damaged puppy, and they grow up to be a large, bigger, brain-damaged, worthless puppy mutt. So these dogs remain in a puppy state. And their only goal, only purpose, only action is to devour, is to attack and kill people. That's it. You don't have to train them to be this way. So many cases of these dog nuts showing their dancing with their dogs and kissing their dogs, making out with their dogs, roping their dogs, and kind of mocking those that have died and saying, hey, my pit bull hasn't attacked. None of them are trained their dogs to be vicious, but yet they have attacked over and over again. How about the case of I forgot their name. I'm sorry I forgot their name. I'm so sorry I forgot their names. It's with those two babies. One was like a little older girl, and one was like a newborn baby, and they're attacked by their pit bulls. And this was a family that you look at, you would never think, hey, they train these dogs to be vicious. No, you don't have to train them to be vicious. That's their so-called nature is to be vicious. Is to attack and kill. That's all they know. These things are brain damaged. They're dumb. They're worthless. They're man-made. They're made in labs. What else can they do but devour? Attack their owners' children. That's all they know. That's all they can do. Aftermath of the attack. After the attack, it was discovered that a piece of Bridges' fence was broken, where his yard connected to Stewart's yard. The responding officer noted that there was a piece of plywood placed on Stewart's side of the fence. This could easily be moved, allowing the dogs to enter her yard. Dogs can go under fences, through fences, over fences, through doors, through windows. There's a video of dogs headbutting a glass and pretty much breaking it. You dog must have to sleep. You have to turn your back on these dogs. So fences, keep them in homes on leashes, are worthless. The Star, bailing dog attack. Cops record statement from owner of Rottweilers. This was just. Anyways, this is bailing. Police have recorded a statement from the owner of two Rottweilers that attack residents in Taman. To assist in the investigation, Azmi, 69-year-old man, was released on police bail after providing a statement on Tuesday night due to his heart problems and anxiety. So this guy's heart problems and anxiety. I thought dogs are supposed to make you feel stressless or stress-free, but yet this guy somehow has anxiety. Again, dogs, truth is, dogs are stressful. Dogs make people stressed out. That's why they have to sometimes turn their back on them. And once they turn their back on them, close the door, go to the washroom, close their eyes, take a nap, that gives these dogs a window of opportunity to attack and kill someone. They've taken statements from all 5 victims. No arrests have been made, and the owner is willing to cooperate at any time. First victim that was attacked was a 66-year-old woman, then a 74-year-old man, and the fourth victim, a 50-year-old woman. The third victim, a 50-year-old man. The fifth victim, a 20. Oh man, these are lots. This is a lot. And it's no wonder this guy has heart problems and anxiety, because, man, no wonder. You're a pathetic dog nutter. Probably thought your dogs would never do such a thing. And here we are, attacking people. For what reason? No reason whatsoever. All the other animals that we pass don't even pay us any mind. They move, they run away, they keep away. But dogs, unfit. In 27 WKOW, dog attack in Madison leaves several hurt. Madison police responded to a disturbance involving 3 dogs on Thursday. The incident occurred in the 5100 block of Horned Owl Drive. Police said multiple people suffered minor injuries from the dog attacks. Officers successfully secured the dogs, and they have been handed over to animal control. Animal control will conduct follow-up investigation to ensure community safety. One way to ensure our safety is to put down these worthless mutts. It is time for Dog Lover of the Day. And the Dog Lover of the Day goes to this dog nutter.
And hurting dogs he was trusted with grooming is facing felony charges that could put him in prison for years. We have blurred the dogs in these videos, but we want to warn you that some of the footage is disturbing.
Like, why are they blurring the dogs? Well, what does that do? They're worthless mutts. There's so many videos out there on YouTube of people hunting natural animals, and they don't blur all that.
4 dogs were taken to Paws Plaza, a boarding and grooming business in Santa Fe, for a day of pampering and relaxation. But what actually happened has now led to 8 felony charges against a former groomer. Onan Sanchez was caught on camera abusing those dogs.
I thought dogs are supposed to, give you like stress-free, make you stressless. Dogs are supposed to help you with your depression, help you with their anxiety. But it looks like, they're really getting to this guy.
In 2023. It started early in the morning. You can see Sanchez bringing a pit bull mix into the groomer's room and secure him to the table. Agitated when Sanchez clipped his nails, the dog nipped at the groomer. Video shows Sanchez
was not me.
Responding by punching the pup in the face and pulling his legs, all while the dog yelps in pain. Later that afternoon, Sanchez brings in 2 more dogs. A Doberman is sitting patiently on the table when Sanchez repeatedly punches the dog in the stomach, then forces him up by his legs to knee the dog in the stomach. The dog, so scared, he soiled himself. Video shows both dogs cowering as Sanchez cleans up the mess. A 3rd dog Sanchez was trusted with grooming, he threw to the ground with video showing him twisting and pulling the dog's hind.
So that's an afraid dog. When dogs are afraid, they don't go running to attack you. That's what an afraid dog looks like.
Legs. That dog tried to get away but repeatedly fell off the table, hung by a leash. Video shows Sanchez.
So why are these dogs attacking him then? Dogs can sense bad people. If dogs can sense bad people, they walked
a Doberman
in
is sitting patiently
fine.
on the
They look fine.
Later that afternoon,
Dogs can sense bad people. Why didn't they alert the owners before leaving? Why do they look fine?
Sanchez
Why do they look like normal? If dogs can sense bad people.
and 2 more dogs. A Doberman is sitting patiently on the table when Sanchez.
Dogs can sense bad people.
He threw to the ground with video showing him twisting and pulling the dog's hind legs. That dog tried to get away but repeatedly fell off the table, hung by a leash. Video shows Sanchez standing by watching the dog struggle. He did the same thing to a golden retriever, to the point where it ran to one of Sanchez's co-workers when they walked in. A grand jury has now indicted.
Dogs can sense bad people. But these dogs ain't sensing nothing, yo. Why ain't they sensing this guy, this dog lover? He's a dog lover. Why ain't they sensing that he's a bad person? They ain't they walked in fine. They walked in fine. Let's see if their tails were wagging. Let's see if any of their tails were wagging. Tail's wagging. The tail is wagging, guys. So why isn't this dog able to sense that this is a bad dog lover? Tail is wagging, the dog is happy. So why is it not able to sense what's about to happen? Because you see, dog culture is full of lies. It's lies, it's inaccuracies, it's made up foolishness. The things that dog nuts say. When you look at the receipts, it doesn't match. Dog nuts will say something, and it doesn't match the receipts. And we see evidence. This is a prime example. Tail wagging. They say dogs can sense bad people, but this dog seems fine with this guy. How come this dog is not sensing what's about to happen? Why isn't this dog able to sense that this is a bad dog lover? Because it's foolishness. Dog lovers make this nonsense up to justify dogs' behavior. To justify it. To accept dogs' disgusting, toxic behavior. To accept their brain-damaged mutant behavior. That's why they come up with so much lies. So much made up stuff just to justify the dog, to protect the dog. But this is a good example. Tail wagging, but they say dogs wag their tail because they're happy. But tail is wagging. Then they say dogs can sense bad people. This is a dog lover, and this dog lover is abusing these worthless mutts. So why, while these dogs were dropped off, why couldn't they sense that this is a bad person? This probably isn't their first rodeo. This probably isn't his first rodeo. So why couldn't these dogs sense him? That he's a bad person, a bad dog lover. Tail is wagging. Tail is wagging. They say dogs wag their tails because they're happy. And that dog was just hanging out. So you see, again, Dog nutters, they make up stuff. They're not based on facts. They're based on feelings and lies and manipulation. We're doing for time. In KYMA, Yama 4-H students turn negative into positive after dogs kill 19 animals. 8 of those show animals. 19 of these farm animals were killed by a pack of ravaged, worthless mutts. In the month of March alone, 19 ravaged dogs. I'm guessing these are just these typical worthless mutts. 8 of those belong to students. We've learned now the dogs were found and killed. Wait. We gotta do this the right way. Round of hang on. Round of applause. It's definitely been the longest, most devastating month. Man fell victim to separate dog attacks in March at her farm near Arizona College. Hopefully this is not like wolves or coyotes. I hope not. I hope not. Because I'm pretty sure these are worthless mutts doing these things. And they say the student says she's glad the dogs aren't out terrorizing anymore. No animal or person can get hurt by those dogs. Hopefully this never happens again. This is what I've been saying. If you get rid of these dogs, keep these dogs away, they can't hurt you. But when you bring these dogs into a community, your life is in danger. And they're not always going to show signs of attack. They're not always going to attack then and there. You may own these dogs for months and for years, and this dog may not show any signs, maybe the most playful, worthless mutt ever. And out of the blue, out of nowhere, random trigger, this thing decides to attack. Can't trust these things. It's just a matter of when. And we've seen this happen so many times to so many owners. Had this dog for so long, and they say no history of violence, never a dangerous dog. Then out of the blue attacks. But when these dogs are not in our presence, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, oh man. This is it. It's a lot of money. In Republic World, stray dog attacks elderly security guard at Society Gate. Disturbing video emerges. So we're gonna watch the video and see. Looks like this was a dog nutter. You guys can see very well. Look what he's doing. He's pandering to these worthless mutts. Deserved it. He deserved it. He deserved it. Deserved it. Yep, you deserve it for being a dog nutter. You don't learn. There's an old saying, if you can't hear, you must feel. If you can't hear, you must feel. Man's best friend, eh? And this could have been worse, though. I think those dogs are just having an off night. This could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Nuts always want to be pandering and groping dogs. Thinking dogs are man's best friend. Dogs are these nice things. But the reality is these things are dangerous. They are vile. They don't care if you're a good person. This person looks like he was a good person. A good person. Tails wagging. He looks like he's a good person. A good dog lover. A noble dog lover. But yet, this dog goes and attacks him. This could have been worse, though. Could have been worse. And we've seen in many articles and many videos of packs of dogs attacking a person, attacking a child. Consider this guy lucky, and hopefully he learns his lesson to stay away from these vile, worthless mutts. And that's what I mean. Some of these dog nuts, this guy's an elderly security guard. Some of them have never been attacked by a dog. They probably never even had any experiences, negative experience with dogs. All it takes is this one time. And it shouldn't take any experience with dogs. Just by looking at them, looking at the stats and the facts and the stories can tell you dogs are dangerous. You can live your whole life like we said, like we saw in the other article, the 84-year-old and this guy, another senior, another elderly person. You can go your whole life without being attacked, having no issues with dogs. All it takes is that one moment, that one time. And lucky, this guy is considered, I consider this guy lucky. I consider him lucky. But the other people that love dogs, that, you know, probably never had an issue with dogs, they get into one encounter with dogs and it's over. Back in my day, I had so much, I don't even know how I made it. I've had so much encounters with loose dogs. I'm not sure how I made it. So many encounters with dogs. How did I make it here without being attacked? I don't know. Don't know. But a lot of these dog nuts who own dogs, love dogs, they get attacked. How can that be? Someone that loves dogs, taking care of dogs, you get attacked. You've been attacked by things that you love. Whereas me, you know, I haven't been attacked per se, but I've had encounters with dogs and loose dogs. And to be where I am today, is I'm grateful. Grateful to actually have the opportunity to do this. And prior to doing this, I never even thought of doing something like this. But it wasn't for that pandemic. I probably wouldn't have been doing this. I probably would have been at my original job and working and whatnot. But the whole thing, you know, we all had to stay home and I need something to do. And I said, like, hey, let's do this now. I guess I'm grateful that I have you know, I've had my encounters with dogs. And I'm grateful to actually be here and say, hey, I hate dogs. Dogs need to be banned. Dogs are horrible. Their owners are horrible. Because a lot of people hate dogs. They're going through, you know, negativity with dogs, stigma with dog owners, problems in the neighborhood. They need someone to speak up for them. They need that type of motivation. I don't know if it's coming from me. I don't know. I really hope that I can play hero for someone, but if I'm not, if I will, if I am, if I'm not, if I've helped one person, yay. If I help none until maybe the next 5 years, yay. But a lot of people, they need that confirmation that it's okay to hate dogs. You don't even have to actually hate dogs. Just don't own them. Don't think anything of them. Just dislike them. You don't even have to hate dogs as much as I do. Just don't own them. Just know the facts about them and stay far away from them. A lot of people don't have the energy of hate that I do. I'm able to control and harness this hate and use it productively. A lot of people can't do that. When people hate, they go berserk. But I'm able to harness this hate. I'm able to control this hate and use it productively. But anyways, I'm Tim Watson and I am out.
It's Okay to Hate Dogs Productions. See you later. Doggy Hater.